ready to go. So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
And there's a strike to the outside corner.
Well, this guy is so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's Kyle Tucker. He swings and misses at the first pitch.
0-1.
0-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
He got away with 1 there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Digging in, Seiya Suzuki. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Just missed.
Inside.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Lindor. Over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here with my pal Singy, and the pitcher for this one, Matthew Boyd. How about a report on him, Chris?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Mark Vientos getting ready to hit, and that's in for a strike. Breaking ball inside. And the count is 1-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Lindor around second, heading for third. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Everything came together for him. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get.
This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong moves after it. Drops into the glove. Both runners tagging from second and third. To third, not in time to get him. He's safe as the run scores on the sac fly. Pete Alonso now, always a power threat. The polar bear hit his 200th. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. So he goes yard to left. And they add a pair. It's 3-0. Cut on and lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong sizing this one up. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. 2 down. The 2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to him. Francisco Alvarez. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Two outs, base is empty. In the air, left field. Pat. And makes the play, and that's out number. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Senga back to work. That one missing inside.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Well, after
One
putting
ball,
up a nice inning
two
on
strikes.
offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swanson digs in. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. Going back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Swings through that one.
1-1.
Falling
Two balls,
behind
one
2-1. Here's a rocket out to left. Reaching down and makes the grab. Back here in Queens, bottom half of inning number 2. And here's the veteran outfielder, Starling Marte. And that one is lifted in the air. Lays out and makes the play. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Right side, and it goes just foul. Ripped on a line. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Not stopping. He's going for 3. He's in there.
That's exactly what you're taught to do with that pitch, but it's not that easy to execute in a live at bat. Great job of staying on that breaking ball down and away and shooting it to the opposite field.
Jose Siri, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next pitch inside. Ball 2. And that's in for a strike. Nimmo stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. And a big swing and a miss.
2-2 the count.
And that's just foul. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 1 away with a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
That missed by a lot. Full count, 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. On to Bush. It's a double play. On to the 3rd inning, and now the veteran catcher, Carson Kelly. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
He swings and fouls 1 off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Ian Happ up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. That misses. 1-1. This one in the air. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. 2 down, bases empty. Now here is John Birdie. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lindor makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back here at Citi Field at the plate, Mark Vientos. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1.
Well, he's back out here for the 3rd, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And caught on the warning track. And now it's Juan Soto.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
In time to Bush. They get the out on Soto. Alonso at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Just off the outside edge. And a count 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Just misses with that one. And he grounds one back up the middle. Nice grab. Throws from his knees. On the money. Nice. And welcome back to the ballpark. Nico Horner will come up to hit.
Horner.
Up the middle. And that chance handled in plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down. And the batter now, Kyle Tucker.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Rips one to right and foul ball. The pitch. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
The Cubs yet to pick up a hit here. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting.
And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 1 so far. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Bottom 4, Jeff McNeil stands in. And that one in the air center field. And a quick out, number 1.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Half settles underneath it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's Starling Marte. He's 0 for 1. On the ground to third. Throws to first. They don't come any quicker. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swings through that one for strike 1.
You know, these Cubs just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Takes it himself, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Swanson takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
1 down, base is empty.
2. 2-2 to count.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Dansby will head back to the dugout after the K. Michael Bush will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Late on that fastball.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Not
One ball,
close with that
2
one.
strikes.
Now 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Boy, back to work.
Nimmo.
And first offering is fouled off. And foul ball. And down on strikes. And now one away. And next for the Mets, Jose Siri. There's a swing and a drive. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second, and he's got it doubled. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. The shortstop takes the ball.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Next offering is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now Mark Vientos, 1 for 2. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. That's in there. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Into center and a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's in there. A run comes in on the play.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Handled that down and in breaking ball very well. I saw the break early coming from the other side and just let it get deep enough and drop the barrel on it at the very last moment.
Squirts away a little bit.
0-2 is the count.
Runner at second, 2 down. Towards first, and it goes just foul. Goes down looking. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. Swinging a foul straight back.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. First time up was a pop out. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. The Cubbies still looking for their first hit in this one. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. John Birdie at the plate. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Birdie.
Popped foul out of play off to the right. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first, and that will end the inning. Bottom of the 6th inning, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. Just missed. That one's in there, and the count 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
these hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast
Ball
booth,
two.
or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So up next for New York, Jeff McNeil. First
That's a
pitch just misses. That one pushed to the left and foul. Alonso gets his lead at first. Nobody out. To third. Nice stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out. Next to hit, Francisco Alvarez. Both 2 in this one. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Ripped to third and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better
1-0.
off you're going to be in the long run.
In the dirt, but kept close. Man at second. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Slapped foul. And he hits a ground ball right side. A dive. He's got it. What a play. Inning over. Back here in Queens. So here's Horner now. On the ground to the left.
Foul.
And foul. All ball. And now the count is even.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
Line drive. Calls it in. And there's 1 away. Kyle Tucker now at the plate.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And that one off the outside edge.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The Mets leading by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And it gets through for a hit. Their first of the ball game.
Now batting. Right
Man at
fielder,
first with 1
Seiya
gone. And up next for
Suzuki.
Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. 1 at second. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. And first offering is fouled off. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one is off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double. And next for the Mets, Jose Siri. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Shortened a bunt and missed it, 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Good late
No ball,
sink
two
on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a
Now
miss. Struck
batting,
him out.
shortstop,
Not what you're
Francisco
looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout. And there's one away. Lindor stands in now and watches strike one.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is in for a strike. This to third. Birdie. Sends it across to first. Lindor retire. Mark Vientos digs in now.
RBI not for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Yeah, there's the strike. On the ground, and it stays fair. Coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game. Close,
Nope,
but
that's
call
a
the
ball.
ball. And that's ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's long gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 8-0. Now this is in the air down the line. No trouble here. Puts it away. This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Siggy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
Ball 1.
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated. Now 1-1. One of the
1-1.
things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Plenty
One
of
ball,
offense
one
in this
strike.
one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
That one to first, Alonso. And he's out on the tag. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Stepping in, Francisco Alvarez. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo. That misses,
that's down.
and that's ball 1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Ball
That's
one there. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Makes the catch for the out. So first and second with 2 outs. Here's Francisco Lindor. That's off the inside corner. Ball one. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. 2 on, 2 outs. Rip towards third, and they put the tag on him for the out. Back here at Citi Field, and here's the catcher, Carson Kelly.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 82.
And first offering is fouled off. Up the middle, and that one handled. Jump throw across his body. It's there, and that's a great play. Now it's going to be Ian Happ.
Number 8, Ian Happ.
Fastball is outside. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. On the ground to third. Toss to Alonso, and they're down to their last out. And next for the Cubs, John Birdie. Hit to the left side, and this is going to do it. On to first, ball game. And the Mets take this one.